Next tonight, a Bristol filmmaker hopes the premiere of his documentary on male suicide will encourage more men with mental health problems to come forward and seek help.
Supported by public donations, Ben Akers has dedicated nearly 2 years of his life to make Steve, a film to his best friend who took his own life.
It gets its first screening tonight at St George's Hall in Bristol, and our reporter Richard Payne is live there for us this evening. Richard, this is an important issue that's being highlighted there, isn't it?
Absolutely, Ellie. Yes, as you say, St George's Hall, world-renowned for its acoustics. The concerts here every night, but for one night only, it is becoming a pop-up cinema, if you like, showcasing this film, Steve, filmed by Ben Akers, as you say, a documentary to save men from suicide. We'll be speaking to Ben shortly and to Steve's sister, but first, let's take a look at how we got to this point.
I've been suffering from anxiety, anger for a number of years. I'm so sorry I ended up this way.
This is a film not only aiming to help change lives, but in some cases, save them. Male suicide is the single biggest killer of men under 45, with 4,500 deaths a year. In May 2014, one of those men was Steve Yates. And yet, despite that staggering statistic, Ben Akers found the illness that claimed his best friend's life is too often overlooked, even ignored.
It's an illness. It's like if it's cancer, we blame cancer, but we don't with suicide. We seem to hide away from it. Steve got to the point where the illness had taken over from him, and he wasn't feeling needed.
ITV News met Ben and his producer wife Claire as they pieced together the material gathered from 6 months touring the country, speaking to Steve's family and working with mental health experts to better understand male suicide.
I wanted to make some good out of his death and try and stop the next man doing it.
As hard a watch as it is, Steve is intended to offer hope by ending a stigma too many have endured for too long. Well, let's speak to Ben Akers now. Ben, the night has finally arrived. I know it's been a long process for you. How are you feeling tonight?
Good. I'm a bit nervous. We've got people coming from all over the country down here. It's sort of been a bit of a wedding meets a wake meets a birth, if you like. But I'm good. I'm really good, actually.
And it's premiere tonight, but it's already getting attention around the country, isn't it? A lot of men coming forward asking for help as a result.
Yeah, well, we've now had 30 men tell me that just for the making of this and sort of reading the blog and stuff like that they've gone to get help, and being aware is the main thing. So there's been lots of positive feedback already.
And this is obviously in your hometown. This is the premiere, but it's just the start, isn't it? You're taking this across the country? Yeah,
so the idea is to do it as a pub and sports club tour. So, and if anyone wants us to do a screening near them, then we'd love to come to you. So yes, we want to get to real people. We want to get to real men, the men who don't normally go to the cinema to watch documentaries. And that's the idea, to basically just sort of get men talking again, to get men talking more.
Ben Akers, thank you very much. Very best of luck with tonight. Let's go along and speak to Claire Amos. Claire, it's Steve's sister. Claire, an emotional night, obviously, for you tonight, but how difficult was it to take part for the family? Did you have any hesitation?
No, not at all. We knew Ben would do a fantastic job. We knew he wouldn't sensationalise it. We knew he would do it sympathetically and with our interests. But it was definitely just all about helping other families.
Yeah, that's why you took part. It's the hope, the message that you can recover from these sort of mental health issues.
Yes, definitely. And the levels of support, there's not just one thing. There's lots of things out there, and men need to go out there and find them and talk. You've had a little look at some of the film, I know. What are the family's thoughts? It's just amazing. Just the different support that's there, and what Ben's discovered and what he's put together as a whole package just looks amazing.
Claire Amos, thank you very much indeed. Well, about 300 people are expected at St George's Hall tonight to see this premiere, but as Ben was saying, it's only the beginning. This is going out to a pub or a club somewhere near you in the coming months.
Richard Payne live in Bristol this evening. Thank you.